Welcome viewers to another TV box review. Spinning on the table is my first TV box from Vankyo, who I would like to thank for sending their box for today's review. This is their latest product called the Matrix Box X95 Plus, Amlogic S905Y2, Android 4K TV box. They have expressed to me that this box falls into the budget category, and it is meant to give people an option below the $50 price range who simply want to stream movies and TV shows. However, after looking at the specs, I believe that Vankyo did quite well for a budget box, and it should perform quite okay compared to higher priced boxes. So stay tuned, that's coming up next. Welcome back. This is the box that it's packed and shipped in. There are no specifications printed anywhere on the outside, just an overall description of its features. I will now proceed with the unboxing. So in the box you have the usual stuff. You get the Vankyo X95 Plus TV box itself. You get this infrared remote. It's a standard point-and-click remote. Some people like to use them, but as an advanced user, you may want to consider using a wireless air mouse for easier navigation. You get one HDMI cable, a 5V 1A power adapter, and a user's manual. Let's take a look at its design and what ports we have on this box. The body is really thin. It's made of plastic, with a glossy surface and the Vankyo logo printed to the top. To the back, you have all the ports on the box. You have one HDMI port, one USB 3.0 port, one USB 2.0, you have one SPDIF audio jack, and a DC power input jack. There is no Ethernet LAN port or microSD card reader, so keep that in mind if you're looking to get this box. To the front, you have an LED power light. And to the bottom, you have no ventilation holes. So I will connect to my capture card and TV, and continue with my review. So I've connected the box, and from the looks of the startup animation, it appears that Vankyo has their own custom firmware, which is good. And upon starting up for the first time, you will be presented with a startup wizard. Then you're taken to the launcher. So this is Vankyo's launcher. And I must say, looking at its features, they have done pretty good compared to other models in this price range. The launcher has all the features required for a great TV box experience. It has these large main buttons that provide easy access to the main functions of the box, and it contains a one-click memory cleanup button for killing apps in the background and freeing up system resources. It has a shortcuts bar with an add button for adding and removing shortcuts. And finally, most important to advanced users, is the availability of a navigation bar and status bar for easy navigation and multitasking, a feature that comes in quite handy if you use an air mouse to navigate your box. In the advanced settings area, they have included the following: 4K display resolution up to 2160p at 60 Hz. Dolby Vision, with the ability to set priority between graphics and video. You have Dolby digital sound output options, a root switch, and HDMI CEC control options. In the apps section, they have included apps like the AirScreen app, App Installer, the C-Display app, Chrome browser, Kodi add-ons installer, the Google Play Store, a root browser app, a TV store, TVMC, which is Kodi Media Player, and YouTube. I will now add some apps of my own and continue. So I'm back, and to start this segment, I will test to see if alternative launchers work on this box. The alternative launcher that seemed to work well on the S905X2 and the S905Y2 is the ADW Launcher 2. ADW Launcher 2 works on this box, and you have drag and drop features. The screen rotation test revealed that this box does not support screen rotation, just something to know if you are one of those persons that value this feature. I will now show its root information. And it shows that the box is rooted, running on Android 8.1 Oreo operating system. And once again I remind you not to try and update the Super User app, as it will put the box into a permanent boot loop that will require a flash of the firmware to fix it. The DRM information shows that you have Google Widevine Level 3, and no HDCP protection. This only allows Netflix to show in standard 420p quality. Let's look at its system and hardware information. The manufacturer of this box is Amlogic, and the model is the X95 Plus. It comes with 2 GB of RAM, which is DDR4 memory, and this is the remainder of the storage from the 32 GB after the Android installation and all the apps I have installed. The Bluetooth version here is 4+, which indicates that the Bluetooth version is 4.1. The CPU, which is the Amlogic S905Y2, is a 64-bit quad-core ARM Cortex-A53 CPU running up to 1.7 GHz in 32-bit mode. Below here it shows that the box has support for only 32-bit ABIs, allowing it to run only 32-bit applications. The display is powered by the ARM Mali G31 processor, with a refresh rate of 60 Hz and OpenGLES version 3.2, which is really good for gaming. Under network, it shows that the box has dual-band 2.4 and 5 GHz Wi-Fi support. Under Android information, it shows that the operating system is Android 8.1 Oreo, and it also shows that the box is rooted. Under thermal information, it shows that the box runs between 40 to 60 degrees Celsius under normal operation, and we will monitor to see how high it increases during treaty gaming. The box comes with codecs for playing 4K videos, the 2 main ones being Video HEVC and H.264 decoder, and I will test its Dolby features in a moment. And that's it for system and hardware information, and let's now see the performance of the X95 Plus, and where it fits on my chart. First, I show the results of the RAM and internal storage read and write speeds. The results show that the X95 Plus has a RAM copy speed of 3295 megabytes per second. The internal storage has a read speed of 76 megabytes per second and a write speed of 63. This is actually pretty good for a budget TV box. Next, I have the results of the Wi-Fi speed test. This box doesn't come with a LAN port, so I only have results of the Wi-Fi speed test. The results show that the box has maximum speed on the 5 GHz band, and the 2.4 band fell slightly below the maximum speed of my internet package of 60 megabytes. In the Antutu benchmark, the box got a score of 57,260. And this again is also good for a budget category TV box, and we will see how it does on the chart. The CPU benchmark shows that the box got a Geekbench score of 709 single-core, and 2121 multi-core. Another good score by the X95 Plus. The final score is the Ice Storm Extreme and the Sling Shot GPU graphics benchmark. The X95 Plus got a score of 4,798 in the Ice Storm Extreme, and 496 in the Slingshot test. So with these results, I believe that the X95 Plus should perform okay in some Android games, which I will try in a moment. But before I get to that, let's see where it placed on my chart. So after entering the scores, the X95 Plus ranked at position number 12 on my chart in reference to Antutu benchmark scores. And I would say that's darn good for a budget TV box to score higher than boxes like the T95Q and the A95X Max. But as another YouTuber once said, benchmark scores are benchmark scores until you see its performance in live action. So I will run it through some other tests to see if its performance matches its scores. I will start with Netflix. The version of Netflix that comes pre-installed on the box and the official version on the Play Store does not work. So I installed the version on the Aptoide App Store version 6.26, and it works okay, but due to the lack of DRM support, this version can only play in standard quality, as it is shown here in a movie description. Amazon Prime Video installs directly from the Google Play Store, but it is also limited to standard quality. The included AirScreen app works well. I was able to cast my cell phone using Miracast. You can also cast other devices that require Chromecast, AirPlay, or DNLA with this same app. The YouTube version that comes pre-installed on the box is the Android TV version, and it plays in 4K quality. I will now play some 4K video samples. The 4K samples played okay. The box has the same playback performance as the S905X2 boxes. However, it managed to play the Jellyfish video better. I will now connect it to my Pioneer receiver, and test for surround sound Dolby audio and DTS audio pass-through.
executioners, judges.
Welcome to the inside of your head.
So with the X95 Plus, you get HDR display, Dolby audio, and DTS audio pass-through. I will now play some Android games.
Great opportunity. Good forward play from them. Brilliant opening. Oh, he's beaten his marker. Shots on here. There's still a chance after the save.
So the box played those games really well, and the graphics was of a high quality. I also showed that it has key mapping compatibility. I started using the Octopus key mapping app and it works really well. So in summary, the Vankyo X95 Plus is a budget TV box that actually delivers the same performance as one of those boxes in the $60 price range. It performs great as a normal streaming TV box, but it does so much more. The benchmarks are good. It plays 4K videos pretty okay. It has Dolby audio, HDR display, and DTS surround sound audio. It plays Android games with the same performance as S905X2 boxes, and it supports gamepad keymapping apps, and all this for less than $50. On the downside, it does not come with an Ethernet LAN port or an SD card port, and it could have done with some ventilation holes at the bottom. So this brings to an end my review. So if you are interested in this box, a direct link was placed in the description area below this video and on my website. So to avoid anyone purchasing boxes that was not what was presented in this video, use my links to be on the safe side, and it also supports me in my quest to acquire new items for reviews. Thanks for watching, remember to like and subscribe, click the little notifications bell, and see you in the next one.